Hey, hello, this is John Cena. Hit the free like button if you think that it's ridiculous for people to bring up old age in the WWE, but ignore Tony Khan pushing men in their 40s and 50s in his company. The last two TNT champions were in their 50s, and not a peep was heard from the smart marks.
Now, let's talk about this. Let's call this the cherry-picking double standard. I call this don't throw stones from your shitty-ass glass house. And here's what I mean. Wardlow will come to the World Wrestling Federation. There is no arguments here. He's coming. But every time I try to put him over, right, people always bring up his age, saying, well, he is damn as good. Why would he go to the World Wrestling Federation when we got Braun Breaker? I'm like, yeah, and so? What does Braun Breaker have to do with Wardlow? I must be missing something here. I mean, that's crazy. Braun Breaker is 5'10", okay? Wardlow is 6'3". Those guys are apples and oranges. Why are we comparing Braun and Wardlow? Now, some numbskull said, well, Braun Breaker is a real athlete. Okay, fun fact, Wardlow, he is a trained boxer. Fun fact, Wardlow knows jiu-jitsu. So, by that logic, Wardlow is also a pure athlete. But why are we comparing Wardlow and Braun Breaker, right? People are trying to cherry pick their ages. What the fuck does that mean? And who cares about Braun's age and Wardlow's age? What is your point? People are trying to say Wardlow is old. Oh yeah, he's too old for the World Wrestling Federation for a push. Oh wow, bro, like, you see, this is what I go through, right? See, this is why I don't watch nobody else on YouTube when it comes to fake pro wrestling. Besides, I don't know, Jim Cornette or fucking Bully Ray. That's about it. Because I would freak out if I heard other people with bad shit takes. That just, it drives me insane. Bad takes drive me insane. But that is an awful take. So bring up Wardlow's age, bro. That's crazy, right? We are talking about the Triple H era. Let me repeat carefully, slowly for you smarks. We are in the Triple H era of fake pro wrestling. There's no more Vince McMahon. He's gone. His regime, it's over. He ain't coming back. In the words of Rick Pitino, Vince McMahon, he is not walking through that door anymore. You gotta move on. Go to a doctor for your PTSD. You need help. Triple H does not book, or he don't view the business like Vince does. During the Vince McMahon regime, there was a point in time where he was age shaming people, right? He was cutting talent based on how old they were. Those days are gone. What part of that don't you understand? But to say Wardlow, he's old, he's this, he's that. Wow, okay. Hold that thought, right? Fun fact. Who is the oldest champion currently in the World Wrestling Federation? I'll wait. Who is currently the oldest world champion in the World Wrestling Federation? Who? I'll wait. Fun fact. It's Dame Priest, 41 years old. First time world champion. 41 years old. I keep on telling people that LA Cosplay should not beat Logan Paul for the US belt. But not because of age. It's mainly because Logan Paul is better than LA Cosplay. But people are saying that, oh man, I can't wait for LA Cosplay to beat Logan Paul. The young Logan Paul. Right? Like, I'm going insane here. So it's okay for 41-year-old LA Cosplay to beat the young Logan Paul for the US belt. But hold on though, by your logic, you just called Wardlow old. You're saying he's too old for the World Wrestling Federation, but you are campaigning, cheering, cheerleading for LA Cosplay to dethrone Logan Paul at 41. But hold on, you just said that Wardlow is too old. Make it make sense. Dane Priest is 40-1. Asuka is in her 40s. Fucking Nia Jax is pushing 40 years old. She is the queen of the fucking ring. She's pushing 40. Shayna Baszler is on TV every week. She's in her 40s. What are we talking about here, man? Sami Zayn is 39. IC champion. Gunther is older than Wardlow. Oh, wow, like, do you not get it? Are you this fucking stupid? You are stupid. You people are fucking stupid. But listen, fun fact. I tolerate marks more than smart marks. I respect marks, but I don't respect smart marks. I hate smart marks. They are annoying, right? So, you was crying that Okada did not go to the World Wrestling Federation. Okay, but guess what? He's also older than Wardlow, right? So, hold on. How is it okay to be older in AEW, but apparently it's a problem if you are older in a World Wrestling Federation? You can't make that make sense. So, Wardlow, he is old enough. He's young enough for All Elite Wrestling, but he's too old for the WWE. You can't make that make sense, people. See, this is why people don't like me. I speak too much facts. I'm always right. People can't stand that. People wish I was an idiot. But I'm sorry, I am not. I'm too smart. Like, I got too much facts. Every time I upload, I always come with facts. My last video about the Wyatt 6, people were crying because I did not mention Dexter Lumis. Fun fact, by the way, he's 40 years old. He's 40 years old, right? So, you can't make it make sense. You are crying because I did not mention Dexter Lumis. Why? Because Dexter is a fucking jobber. He's not going to do anything in the YS6. He is just there for cosmetics for the group. He ain't gonna do shit for this group. So why talk about him? But the point is, he's 40 years old, right? He's also 40. But you just said Wardlow is old. He's too old. Okay, by your logic, why is Triple H bringing in Eric Rowan, who is pushing 40? Dexter Lumis, pushing 40. Fun fact, Joe Gacy is older than Wardlow. Like I said, this is why people don't like me. I'm too intelligent. I'm too smart. I come with facts and evidence. Tell me, what did I lie about in this video so far? Nothing. So, my whole entire point is, we are in the Triple H era, where he don't care about your age. He cares about your audience connection. He cares about talent. Can you still go? Do you have a connection to the fucking audience? That is what he cares about. If he cares about your age, then why did he release Cameron Grimes, by your logic? Right? That's my point. If Triple H cares about age, why would he bring back Karrion Kross, who is also 38 years old? There's a pattern here. Chad Gable. Listen, you marks keep on telling me that Chad Gable is so great. He's so this, he's that. He's older than Wardlow. Perk Gable is older than Wardlow. But nobody brings that up. Sami Zayn, older. Gunther is older. Like, I don't get you people. That is crazy to me. Like, listen, the whole point is, Dave Bautista, he got pushed when he was Wardlow's current age. But nobody brings that up. In fact, Dave Bautista was one of the faces of the company at one point in time, next to John Cena. Why? Because he was over and the crowd loved him. Did they care about his age? Okay, let me test you. Did you care about Dave Bautista's age when he was world champion? No. Right? Like, you are cherry picking dumb arguments. Like, I hate that shit. Right? It makes no fucking sense. Cody Rhodes is older than Wardlow. Roman Reigns, older. Seth Rollins, older. Tama Tonga is older. Jey Uso, he is being pushed as we speak as a singles. And yet, guess what? For fact, he's older than Wardlow. That's my point. Why are you trying to bring up people's ages? Why do people age shame in fake pro wrestling? It's not real. This is a work. If this was, I don't know, the NFL or the NBA, okay, yes, maybe you can bring up somebody's age. But when it comes to fake pro wrestling, the last main event of WrestleMania, both guys were the same age. Roman and Cody Rhodes are the same age. Fun fact, you dumb bitch. So, I should never hear nobody bringing up somebody's age when it comes to fake-ass pro wrestling. Fake pro wrestling. Like, who cares, bro? This ain't real. This is an act. This is a work. Age don't matter. Bruh, AJ Styles was 38 when he was signed. Like, damn. Like, hold on, man. So, see, I am not a dummy, right? You people are dummies. And here's what I mean. I'm not talking about my real fan base. My real fan base, they know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you fucking smarks. You Tony Khan nuts huggers. Right? You Tony Khan small cock nuts huggers. I'm talking about y'all. You are saying that Wardlow, he's damaged goods. Right? Because he's been booked bad by the incompetent Tony Khan man. Okay, that makes no fucking sense. Because that means that you are taking Tony Khan's word as gospel. So, who is in control of Wardlow's booking as a wrestler? It's Tony Khan. Okay, by your logic, you are taking Tony Khan's word for it. You think, okay, if Khan Man is booking Wardlow like shit, that means that he is not good. So you are taking that Mark's word for it? So just because he's being booked like shit by an idiot like Khan Man, you think that spells disaster for the upside of Wardlow in the World Wrestling Federation just because he's been booked like shit by an idiot? By an idiot. Like, what? This is the same man that pushes Danny Garcia and Orange Cassidy as big deals. This is the same man that pushes Jack Perry like a fucking star. Him? This is the same man that thinks Sammy G is a fucking star. So, based on the Tony Khan man's booking of Wardlow, you think he sucks based off that? Bro, he's not in control of how he's booked. That don't mean he sucks. Are you crazy? That is like mental in the head. Because, listen, Ethan Page is about to fight Trick Williams for the world title for a second time. Ethan Page was booked like shit thanks to Tony Khan man. He was a jobber. He was lost. Look where he's at now. Lexus King, Brian Pillman Jr. was a nobody. He was a jobber thanks to Tony Khan. He was a jobber. Literally, Khan man chose Julia Hart over Brian Pillman Jr. Okay, what does that mean? Look where Brian Pillman Jr. is right now. He's a star on NXT every week. Why? Because Shawn Michaels don't give two shits about how Tony Khan books wrestlers. He cares about their talent. It's not Wardlow's fault that he was booked like shit. That don't mean he sucks. Wow, you are brainwashed by Khan man? By that logic? The same Khan man that can't book ex-WWF talent properly? Him? So, you're taking his word as gospel. So, he knows everything, right? He thinks Wardlow has no upside based on his shit booking? And you think that is a fact. So you are going to run with that and think, oh yeah, he sucks. Wow, that means you a mark. You a smart, bro. You are an idiot. Like, bro, Dragon Lee used to be in All Elite Wrestling. Jade Cargill used to be in All Elite Wrestling. Like, Shawn Spears has had a better run on NXT over his AEW career. Why is that? Right? So, my whole entire point is, this is the WWF we are talking about. This is what we do. Remember WCW? Remember the Diamond Stud? Remember Oz? Remember Steve Austin? Do you remember Stunning Steve Austin? Do you remember Flying Brian Pillman? Those guys were not shit in WCW. They sucked in WCW. They were trash, really. They were mid-carders. Look where they're at right now. Kevin Nash, Hall of Famer. Razor Ramon, Hall of Famer. Those guys were jobbers in WCW. That's my point. This is what we do. Hell, Triple H was a jobber in WCW. Look where he's at now. Cactus Jack was a jobber in WCW. Look where he's at now. Like, I don't get you people. It's like, I would never lose an argument when it comes to fake pro wrestling. I got too much facts and evidence. I haven't told not one lie in this video. So, let's take a look back at Dynamite last night. So, currently, they are trying to push Daniel Garcia like he's a big attraction. But Wardlow, man, he can't get no TV time. Okay, if Wardlow and fucking Daniel Garcia was both on Raw, who would get pushed and who would be the jobber? I'll wait. That's my point. Wardlow, he is in the wrong company. Like, you a dumbass if you think Wardlow is going to be a failure on Raw or SmackDown. Have you seen Tama Tonga? He's 41. Like, what? You people are idiots, man. Stop bringing up age when it comes to professional wrestling. This is fake. Like, what? This is predetermined. Age don't matter in a predetermined sport. This is the movies, really. This is theater, Broadway, movies. This ain't real, bro. Like, calm the fuck down. Like, what? Cody Rhodes is the face of the company. He is 38. So, please, shut the fuck up. Drew Mack is 38. CM Junk is in his mid-40s. Bobby Lashley, late 40s. Why are we bringing up age? Christian Cage is 50-something. Last time I checked, he was beaten by another guy who is in his 50s, Edge. Right? So, I'm trying to figure this out. I don't get you people, right? Samoa Joe is in his 40s. Former world champion in AEW. So, you ain't trying to age shame him. Why are you age shaming Wardlow, the same man who was in the same company as Samoa Joe and Christian Cage and Edge? Really? Dean Ambrose is fucking 38 years old. Like, shut the fuck up. But the whole point is, when it comes to Wardlow, this man will be a star. Triple H will make sure of that. Triple H don't care about your age, so why should I? Right? I'm not his boss. Triple H will be his boss. Every guy who is currently on top on Raw and SmackDown is over 30 years old. Either mid-30s, late 30s, 40s. Your fucking precious LA Cosplay is 41 years old. Like, why are you ignoring that? So it's fine for LA Cosplay to be 41 years old and being pushed, but it's not fine for Wardlow, who is younger than him, to be pushed. Right? That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. We need to stop talking about somebody's age when it comes to wrestling. I don't get it. Like, huh? Dane Priest is older than Drew Mack, right? Fucking Finn Balor is in his 40s. Like, what? Fucking Carlito is in his 40s. Shut the fuck up. Like, what? Man, crazy. Wardlow will be a star in the World Wrestling Federation. Listen, how old was Dane Priest when he first got signed to the World Wrestling Federation? I believe he was fucking 38 when he signed. So that's my point. Once again, stop me when I'm telling lies here. Bruh, Braun Strowman is also in his 40s, and Triple H brought him back. So don't worry about Wardlow and stop comparing Wardlow with Braun Breaker. Okay, how about this fun fact? Brock Lesnar was what, 25, 24 when he was called up to the goddamn main roster? Dave Bautista was 34 years old when he was called up to the main roster. Dave Bautista did not get pushed until he was fucking 36 years old. So let's compare Brock and Braun, right? Because people compare Brock and Braun Breaker. Okay, that is a nice comparison, right? Same age. Okay, why not compare Wardlow with Dave Bautista? Because that's his idol. That's his favorite wrestler who he looks up to. So, last time I checked, Triple H loved Dave Bautista. That's why he wants Wardlow, because he sees him as the next Dave Bautista. So, let's talk about age gap. Yes, obviously, Dave Bautista is older than Brock Lesnar. Okay, let's say Vince had the mindset of saying, oh, why do I need Dave Bautista when I have Brock Lesnar, who is young? Okay, yeah, but 2-3 years later, Brock quit. Okay, let's say Vince McMahon was to release Dave Bautista. That means that he would have lost Dave and Brock. That's my point. Stop comparing people, because when you do that, you get left on an island all alone. Just imagine if Vince did not have Dave Bautista to fall back on. That's my point. As a booker, you have to sign the best talent. It don't matter. The more the merrier. You gotta bring in tons of people. Just because this guy is similar to that guy, that should not stop you from bringing that guy in. Because nobody has a forever future in wrestling. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. That's what Vince McMahon did. He put all his eggs in Brock Lesnar's basket. And look what happened, right? Brock quit. And Vince had nobody else besides John Cena. That's my point. So what if H had that mindset? What if Triple H had that mindset, right? What if he said, you know what? Who needs Wardlow when I got Braun Breaker? Okay, what if Braun Breaker fucking retires 5 years from now? You don't know. What if Braun Breaker has an awful injury? What are you going to do next? Right? It's next man up. You can't do that. You can't just say, well, why bring in Wardlow when I got Braun Breaker? Like, so? Who cares? Bring in all the help you can get. Because Braun and Wardlow are two different wrestlers. They don't have the same offense. Both guys are very, very different. You can't have that mindset in terms of, okay, what if fucking Eric Bischoff said, you know what? Who needs Goldberg? I got Scott Steiner, right? That don't make any sense, right? Who needs Chris Jericho? I have Shawn Michaels. Yeah, that makes no sense, right? Who needs Kurt Angle? I got Chris Benoit. So I'm saying, nothing is forever in this business. Like, you can't have that mindset. Everybody should be signed if you think they can help you out. Because you can't compare wrestlers. Like Marks, they do that. Smarks, yeah, they do that. But trust me, Triple H does not do that. He wants all the help he can get. That's all I'm saying. I'm done.